first game on tape that you guys can kind of go through as opposed to the first 5-6 days of training camp?
Training camp was obviously, I think, very helpful too. Like, it's good to implement your identity, to put it in against one another, and then to play another team, I think was just an added bonus to our training camp week. But we got to see some different rotations, some different lineups, play against a team that plays a different style of basketball, which was nice. And then we're looking forward to every opportunity we can every day to just keep kind of getting better. I think that OKC's shooting bigs was something that we don't get to see at practice, and so it was helpful for us now to touch some different ways to try to guard it and to get home to your home and get some vitamin work in and watch some more film and sleep in your bed. Like, it was kind of nice for us. So I think that we're looking forward to this upcoming road trip to get back out there and compete.
Obviously, with the way the preseason schedule shakes out, you're playing Oklahoma City again. Any intentionality about that, or is it just kind of a nice benefit after the first game with some of the matchups that you get to go out and kind of address those right away?
I think the biggest benefit is to go play a good team on the road. Definitely, if it was the regular season, you do have a chance to try to work on some of the things that maybe hurt you last game. But as we're continuing to just try to build up who we are and what we want to do, I just want us to kind of stick to what we do right now. And so there'll be some areas that I think that we worked on these last couple of days that we'll try to implement and see how that works out for us.
You touched on pace of play on media day. Can you talk about how you think the team kind of implemented that on their first game in the preseason?
I thought they did great. I loved our pace. We've talked a ton about like our quick inbounds. This year we've actually even opened up who can inbound the ball. Last year we told our fives to just get themselves up the court, get to the tunnel. We've kind of done away with that, and so I've seen a lot of carryover there where it helps us get into our first action early in the clock. I also think that the unselfishness and willingness to play with the pass-aheads and pass-acrosses has been really good for us. It creates those early matchups. I think it unlocks a lot of different guys in our team because they can be a threat in the open floor versus some matchups. And our bigs, like, I think that all of our bigs are pretty mobile athletes. They're getting down the court really quickly. They're creating this kind of magnet effect where either they're getting themselves some buckets or, they're creating a help in the paint that's now opening up on the perimeter for our guys to get some quality threes. So it starts with Melo. I think that he really started the game playing unselfishly and sharing the ball, and then Brandon starts doing the same thing, and Miles had some great attacks where then he's throwing it out. So, when your starters kind of set that tone, it then trickles down and becomes contagious throughout your whole roster.
Obviously, winning is why you play the game, and it's not as vital in the preseason in terms of how it carries over, but what are you looking for over the next couple of exhibitions that you can, just you want something to have to chew on and film and just to get everybody going? I mean, what is the goal for you in the preseason?
Yeah, I would say there's a bunch of little goals that we have. I would say defensively and offensively, and then overall team or leadership-wise from some individual guys. But the biggest thing is just consistent competitors. I think I want to see our guys, no matter what the lineup is, no matter what the score is, we are definitely trying to build winning habits and trying to recognize that every possession matters offensively and defensively. But at the end of the day, control what you can control, and that's your competitive instincts and leaning on the things that we work on every day at practice. And so just staying true to who we are despite who we're playing right now in the offseason. As we get into a little bit more scouting and stuff as the regular season approaches, we'll dial it up, I think, on some of those winning habits.
With Mace, how do you plan on getting him worked in here? Now he's kind of back with the team and everything. Is he going to play tomorrow, or you kind of figure out his rotation and stuff like that?
I see what you did there. Try to snake that bad boy in there. Okay, I know. I like your style. It's been really nice to have him back. His presence alone adds and elevates to our whole environment and to our culture. It's been good to see him get some work in, pick up some of our plays. He picks up things really quickly when we've implemented defensive and offensive things. He's seen a ton, and so we might call it something different, but he's probably run it at some point during his career. And so looking forward to just building him up appropriately. We'll keep checking in with our performance staff, keep checking in with him to kind of see where he is. But, yes, I'm hopeful that he's going to get some minutes in some of these upcoming preseason games.
And then with T-John, what have you seen from him so far preseason, and what do you want to see continue to improve as you get ready for the regular season here in a couple of weeks?
I love what T-John has done so far in this preseason. I think that, number one, he's attacked the body side of his player development program. His body looks different. He's moving, I think, even more confidently just because he is stronger, and the mobility stuff that our performance staff has done is really good, and kudos to him for, I think, buying into that side and figuring out the importance of it. And then I think defensively, he's embraced the challenge of trying to guard a lot of different people and having some versatility there. And when he's switching, he's still got some things to work on, as most of our team does. And the biggest part is communicating. And, as the game is moving a little bit faster and randomly, you got to communicate to your teammates and be able to honor that communication. But offensively, one of the biggest areas of growth that I've seen from him is his passing. I think that his drives with more force, but also more purpose and intentionality. Like, he's not just driving in there without a plan. I've seen him make some really nice passes at practices and so far during the games. And so the growth there has been really good.
How much did Summer League benefit him? Because it seemed like he should have been among the best players at Summer League, and he looked like one of the best.
I agree with you. He was one of the best guys out there at Summer League. He took ownership of trying to be a leader of that Summer League team. I think trying to help out all 4 of our rookies was important to him, and communicating with them. And when you're young, the more reps that you can get in a game atmosphere, I think help. Our coaches do a phenomenal job with player development, but whenever he can get even more reps in terms of Swarm games or Hornets games or Summer League, you start to see the maturation happen.
And then with Liam, again, what you've seen from him so far, as he kind of tries to develop out there, and then what do you see him position-wise? Is he 4, 3, 5? Like, what do you want to put him out there on the floor for you guys?
I think that Liam has such great versatility of whatever position you kind of want to put him out there at. He's got really good size to him. He's got great strength to him and the ability to move his feet. I think defensively, trying to figure out how to get to his rotations a little bit quicker will be something that's new to him, and guarding the ball and keeping the ball in front of you. But offensively, he can play a little bit of pick and roll. He's a playmaker for himself and for his teammates. I think we've got to see him drive it a little bit and finish at the basket. He offensive rebounds and competes, and so he's a Swiss Army knife. And so I don't think that we need to put a number position on him. He's just a player, and he's a winner. And so I've loved actually finding minutes for him to be able to play in the preseason as well.